Could you be getting a $1,000 monthly check? That's right. $1,000 for everyone, no strings attached. But here's the real question. Is this the biggest payout ever, or just another empty promise? Stay tuned, because what we're about to dive into could change the way we think about financial security in America forever. Hey there, welcome back to Financial Area. First off, thank you so much for liking and sharing this video. Your support means the world to us. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that big subscribe button down below. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we've got coming your way. Now, in today's video, we're talking about a hot new topic that's been making waves: $1,000 monthly checks for everyone, and a new concept they're calling Social Security for All. Sounds pretty wild, right? But before you dismiss it, stick around because we're breaking down the details and what you really need to know. By the end of this video, you'll understand what this $1,000 program actually is, how it could work, and why its name might actually be more misleading than you think. We'll also dive into why this might not just be a trend, but a sign of what's coming for our financial future. So if you want to stay ahead of the game and fully understand what this could mean for you, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think about Social Security for All. Let's get into it. Anything that sounds too good to be true often raises a few questions, right? Well, here's one that's been floating around lately. The idea of $1,000 monthly checks for everyone. It's a program being discussed in various circles, often referred to as Social Security for All. But let's be clear right from the start. This is not the same as the traditional Social Security program that most people are familiar with. Instead of coming from the Social Security Trust Fund, which is funded by the payroll taxes workers contribute over their careers, this new proposal would be funded by federal tax revenues. Essentially, it would be a kind of guaranteed basic income, with $1,000 checks distributed to just about everyone, regardless of their employment history or current income. Now, you might be wondering why they're calling it Social Security for All if it doesn't actually come from the Social Security system. The answer is simple. It's a marketing strategy. People know what Social Security is, even if not everyone fully understands how it works. By linking the term to this new program, proponents hope to make the concept more familiar and easier to sell to the public. However, there's an issue with that name. Social Security has long been a program for workers who pay into it over time, and many people rely on it for their retirement or disability benefits. Calling something else Social Security for All might seem misleading and even insulting to those who've spent their entire careers contributing to the trust fund. But aside from the name, the core idea behind this program is pretty simple: ongoing financial support for all with no strings attached. Whether you're employed, unemployed, or retired, you would receive a monthly check aimed at helping people manage the rising costs of living. It's a bold idea, and it's been gaining attention, especially in the context of increasing financial uncertainty for many families across the country. Anything that carries the weight of a well-known name often gets attention, whether it's deserved or not. So, why would the creators of this $1,000 monthly check program choose to call it Social Security for All? The answer is simpler than you might think. It's all about recognition. The term Social Security is ingrained in the minds of Americans, and it immediately communicates the idea of regular financial support. But here's the problem. This new program isn't actually connected to Social Security at all. It doesn't rely on the Social Security Trust Fund or the system's payroll taxes. It's essentially just another form of guaranteed basic income funded by federal tax revenues. The choice to use this name, however, causes a lot of confusion. People might assume the program is tied to Social Security in some way, or even that it's a benefit they've earned through years of paying into the system. For me personally, the term feels a bit off. While I understand the marketing logic behind it, it feels misleading. Social Security is something that's been built over decades, where workers contribute a portion of their earnings throughout their careers, with the expectation of receiving that money back in retirement or in times of need. To now attach the name to a program that offers payments to everyone, regardless of whether they've contributed or not, feels like it diminishes the value of the system that so many have worked hard for. I'd love to hear what you think, though. Do you agree that this term feels off? Or do you think it makes sense to call it Social Security for All? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious to hear your take on it. Across the United States, cities and states have been experimenting with guaranteed basic income programs as a way to provide direct financial support to those in need. These programs are designed to give residents no-strings-attached payments, often in the form of monthly checks, to help alleviate financial stress. The typical model for many of these initiatives involves $500 a month offered for about a year. Cities like Stockton, California, and Chicago have already rolled out such programs, with positive results showing that financial stability can have a big impact on people's lives. These payments have been shown to reduce poverty, boost local economies, and help people maintain a better quality of life without having to jump through hoops or meet specific requirements. Now, when you compare this with the idea of Social Security for all, the key difference is in the amount and scope. While existing programs generally provide $500 a month, the new proposal calls for $1,000 a month, which is a significant increase. This would make a larger impact on families, particularly those struggling to make ends meet. Additionally, the current programs are typically targeted at specific groups, while Social Security for All is proposed to be universal, potentially offering these payments to everyone regardless of their income level or situation. It's a big jump from what's been done so far, and it raises questions about the sustainability and long-term effects of implementing such a broad program. In recent years, the idea of guaranteed basic income has gained significant traction, largely due to the increasing awareness of economic disparities and the evolving challenges faced by many Americans. These programs, which provide unconditional cash payments, have been tested in various localities, and the results are sparking growing interest. What was once considered an experimental idea is now becoming a widely discussed topic in political and social circles. One of the key drivers of this movement is the organization Mayors for Guaranteed Income, a coalition of mayors from cities across the United States who have come together to advocate for guaranteed income as a tool to reduce poverty and inequality. These mayors are working within their communities to pilot these programs, proving that direct cash assistance can help people improve their financial situations, increase economic mobility, and reduce crime rates. Their efforts are not just limited to local projects, but are helping to shape a larger national conversation about the need for such programs. As the economy continues to change, largely influenced by advances in automation, artificial intelligence, and robotics, many experts predict that the need for guaranteed income will only grow. With more jobs being replaced by machines and the workforce shifting toward more technology-dependent industries, the potential for a nationwide guaranteed income program seems more plausible. In fact, it's increasingly believed that a nationwide program could be implemented within the next 5 years. As automation and technology continue to displace traditional jobs, the pressure to find solutions to income inequality and financial insecurity may drive lawmakers to take action on a larger scale. As technology continues to evolve at a rapid pace, there's a growing concern about the role of automation, artificial intelligence, and robotics in the economy. These innovations are revolutionizing industries, but they also present new challenges, particularly when it comes to jobs. With machines capable of performing tasks that once required human labor, many jobs are being phased out or drastically transformed. As AI systems become more advanced and robots take over more repetitive tasks, workers in industries such as manufacturing, retail, and even service sectors are feeling the pressure. The displacement of workers isn't a distant concern. It's already happening, and many fear this trend will accelerate in the coming years. In fact, some economists predict that millions of jobs could be lost to automation in the next decade. This shift in the labor market will likely result in a widening income gap and greater financial instability for those unable to adapt to the new economy. Given these dynamics, the push for a guaranteed basic income, GBI, becomes even more relevant. With fewer traditional jobs available, especially in industries hit hardest by automation, people may struggle to maintain their livelihoods. The concept of a guaranteed income, which provides a steady cash flow regardless of employment status, offers a potential safety net.